Hey, it's Jenny McKenna with McKenna Property Management, and today is Wednesday, September 4th, 2019, and we are going to be walking the property here at 7869 Nesting Pine. So there's a few things that I want to show from this front area. We are a corner lot, which is always considered a premium lot. That is ideal. However, the way this landscaping is as a rental is not conducive. This grass patch is just enough grass to get us in trouble with any HOA or to make it look unkept if the tenants don't upkeep it. But it's also too little to really be spending any money on an actual landscaper. So what I'm suggesting is that we get rid of all of this grass and we actually create a rockscape. So we don't just move the grass and then stick down some rocks. Normally we've done that as rentals, but in this case, being a corner lot, the fact that it's already got some vegetation, I think we really need to get a professional that designs like a dry riverbed with some desert hardy plants at the bottom and at the top. The irrigation's already here, so it'd be easy to plug into. I think you really need to enhance this corner lot. I'm also going to bring your attention to something else that I think would be a really good feature. If you choose not to do it right now, that's fine. We've got a couple more years. However, in a couple years or less, these pop-outs need to be repainted. They're looking too worn, too old, and they're quite a few places. So if you see up here, everything above this door, everything above those windows, anything that's a pop-out. You don't have to worry about the base of the actual house, but these pop-outs do need to be freshened up. There's an area over here I want to show you. And this is what really brought my eye to it. At one point, there's a palm tree that was right here. It has been removed, which is great, but that palm tree did damage to this pop-out, and I'm positive that's probably why they removed it. They have tried to fix it as best they could. They've done a really bad job with it, but ultimately that's what brought my eye to making this look a little distressed. So if it's in the budget, I would think painting these pop-outs, and you do have to stay within the same color scheme as what the HOA allows, I think would really enhance this curb appeal. I do want to make mention and show you. This is that relatively new AC unit. The listing agent says that it is less than 2 years old. The inspection can go ahead and confirm that, but it looks huge. And when I see something like that, that is definitely a value compared to what the builder gives you, which is the unit next door. So I think that that's a nice factor when you're about to be purchasing real estate. So as we continue to go into the property, knowing that we have talked about this grass, knowing that we're going to need to clean this up because there's been some grass overflow, which is exactly what happens when you have grass and rock, we will enter into the property. A couple more areas I just want to bring to the video's attention where somebody has tried to paint and it's not exactly matching. So ultimately that would have to get cleaned up. Maybe in a couple years, but definitely sometime. Security door. We love these. Tenants love them. When you close them, you can lock them. I can't see who's in, but when I'm inside, I can see who's out. So this is fantastic for single women, for people who want to have breeze that comes through, but not necessarily want to just leave the front door open. So this is ideal and it's been installed correctly. You're also going to notice that all these solar screens are on all the windows. They look okay for now, and because the house is bright, I'm not requiring them to be removed for the showings. But tenants may decide that they want to remove them, which is fine. You just clip these down and then you can store them. But the reason I want to bring it to your attention right now is they will get worn out. You're probably about 3 years away from these just being completely tossed because they're going to have no more life to them. They're going to look too old, too raunchy, and you can actually even see the discolorization that happens just because our sun is brutal on these solar screens. So come on in. Actually really like the blue door. I think that's really kind of cool. So in here we have walls that are kind of gray blue. I am going to suggest that we do an entire repaint. So baseboards, I'm going to close this door so we can save the AC. I'd like the baseboards to all go back to white, door trims, doors all white, ceilings stay white, and then we would be able to do all the walls with soft tan. This right here is the half bath. It's very simple. Your toilet's on this side, pedestal sink is on that side. But one of the cool things is when you come into this floor plan, you have this nice big open great room. So this great room is going to accommodate any kind of furniture setup somebody wants. We do have a fireplace that is right there. That does not impede somebody who wants to do a flat screen TV. You still have the space above it to be able to accommodate that. So this floor plan will work with either. There is something we need to talk about in the video. I actually thought this was granite. So I want to make it very clear that this is from mica. It is not granite. It does look like granite when I looked at the video earlier, but we are looking at for mica countertop. Okay? So coming along in here, nice big spacious kitchen. Great stainless steel appliances, love all that. We have our 2.5-inch faux wood blind that is already installed here. Deep white sink, gooseneck faucet, all those are keepers. I like all of that. And then of course we have all the ceramic tile, no carpet throughout this entire house. Verticals, we had talked about this in the video. I wasn't sure if we were going to be able to leave them or not. We traditionally always like to go to our 2.5-inch faux wood white horizontal blind. In this case, these verticals are in really good shape. So what I would say is, let's leave them for now. That means John's gonna have to be really careful when he takes them down, because when he goes to paint, we wanna make sure that we put them back up. We've got the pantry that's right there for the kitchen, which is ideal, recessed lighting, which is still great. I haven't turned on any of the light bulbs, but John will make sure that all the bulbs are the way that we like, nice, fresh, and white. We do have a ceiling fan here in the great room, which is ideal. Now we're going to talk about Jenny's boo-boo. So for some odd reason, when I looked at the original video, I had the backyard was rockscaped. I have no idea why I said that, because the backyard is just rock. It has a covered patio, which is ideal. So it's got a great start with the covered patio. It's got a great design as far as space, with no backyard neighbor looking directly in your backyard, kind of encompassing. But we may want to do something. Maybe that's another thing where the landscaper who's going to be looking at removing the grass in the front can also do something that would be minimal back here, so that we would be able to have some kind of maybe paver extension or some rocks or something along those lines. So in my original evaluation, I called that a rockscape, and I want to correct myself on that. It is just a raw backyard. All right, down here we have the understairs storage, which is great. We have a true laundry room, which is ideal, and it's actually quite deep, so tenants are going to love that. And then we have our oversized garage. So in here, the reason I say oversized is because if the wall was to go right here on both sides of this garage door, that would be just a 2-car garage. In this case, you've got a good amount of space over here and a good amount of space over there. This is truly an oversized 2-car garage, allowing you to park 2 true cars in here, which is going to be nice from a rental standpoint. We already have our auto opener, ideal. I believe more than likely these shelvings will stay. They're attached to the wall, so unless there's been some kind of agreement made in the contract, I believe that those will probably stay, which is also very nice. And then we will head upstairs. Thank you, John. One of the things I want to show is the fact that the stairs are all ceramic tile. So this is so cool. You don't normally get this. Ceramic tile is going to be so durable. They're easy to clean. I mean, so this is just perfect from a rental. So we come up the stairs. We have a window here that does not need a blind. So this window does have a solar screen on it, which is great. But we do not need a blind on it because it's not a privacy issue. So we can leave it just like that. This landing's a nice big open landing, which is great, and it's really it's gonna feel more open when we get the soft tan walls and we get the baseboards looking white again. This is the master. So master accommodates a good sized bedroom set, plenty of windows, nice ceiling fan. Bathroom is a little bit on the smaller side, but it's practical. You've got your shower here, which is cultured marble. There is absolutely no grouting or concerns for that. Nice deep tub, walk-in closet, again with ceramic flooring. Single sink compared to 2 sinks, but that allows you to have some extra counter space. This counter is a builder grade Formica. I'm going to show you why I say builder grade. Because anytime you lay a coffee cup on a builder grade Formica, you are going to stain it. So we already have stains in quite a few places. Okay for right now, does not need to be changed out. However, this is a very detailed cellar. And if a seller did that, you can just imagine what a tenant is going to do to this countertop. We're going to have quite a few stains after the first set. Then we'll just replace it with whatever we decide to do at that time.
Yeah.
Little toilet area here, which is great. And you're practicing your backyards, what would it be, backstepping? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Backstepping. Okay, bedroom number 2. Nice and big. No raised panel doors here though, so they're flat closet doors. Again, this would all be painted. Has the proper blinds up here. Really nothing we need to do in here. Same thing in this room, bedroom number 3. Solar screens on this east-facing window, proper blinds, ceiling fan to circulate the air, little bit of a walk-in closet. Not too terribly large, but it does have what we consider a walk-in. And then we have a little bit of living closet. Here is your guest bath. Again, this is a single piece tub, so there's no grouting and no caulking issues. We do have a little bit of rust that is around this drain here. Should give us too much trouble right now, unless we can't get that drain stopper in there to stop the water. So that'll be something you want to look at on your inspection report. But other than that, nice long countertop. Again, builder grade Formica in here, but everything else looks really good. So this is a great, well-kept property. Few things though. Front yard's gotta have better curb appeal. We're probably gonna have to do some investing in the backyard. Definitely a full paint. And then just a heads up that your countertops are more of a builder grade than they are actually an upgrade. But this should make for a fabulous rental.